Alrighty, time for a 3-on-3. It is myself, Max Smith, and Troll Ascetic. And it's a good squad because we got challenged by our international friends once again. We have Max Capone, hate picks only, and Adrian here, the tank, is his Discord name. And we are battling for the title of 3-on-3 champion, I suppose you could say. So, man, this is another really bad pack. I don't love it. There's like a Pest Infestation, a Snapcaster Mage, a Subtlety, Smuggler's Copter, Ancient Tomb. I'm really just not digging any of these things. I guess I could first pick Pest Infestation. It's a good card. There's also just taking Snapcaster first because Snapcaster is great. So the last two drafts, Hate Picks Only has drafted White Aggro. I just think Pest Infestation is really good, so I guess I'll take it. I really not thrilled. So there's Snapcaster, Subtlety, Pyro, Ancient Tomb. Oh, my favorite. I'm going to take Bowmasters over Academy, I'm afraid, and Mox Diamond. Bowmasters is too good, and I don't even like Academy in a 6-player draft, especially when they know they've passed it. So I'm going to take Bowmasters, and Adrian probably takes Mox, but I have to keep in mind that they could be taking Academy. And then this pack, there's Feywild Caretaker, Parallax Wave, Vamp Tutor, Sheldock Isle, and then the rest is not that incredible. I should probably just take Vampiric Tutor, I think. Feywild Caretaker is a really good card, and Parallax Wave is also really good. I could also take Parallax Wave and go more of a black-white splash green mid-range deck. I think those decks can be pretty good. I'm not that worried about passing Parallax Wave to Adrian here, I don't think. I think maybe I just take the Caretaker. It's really good, and it's pretty easily splashable. All three of my cards are good and splashable. And now I'll just take Watery Grave here, I think, to go with Bowmaster Caretaker, passing Bitter Triumph and Deep Cavern Bat, and Glint Slave and Graveyard Trespasser. So a lot of black cards, as well as Flame Slash, Tameo, Savannah, and a pair of Titans, I guess. So Bitter Triumph and Bat are the two best cards in the pack. In black, I mean, Flame Slash is also a very strong card. Okay. Do I wish I had a Snapcaster over Pest Infestation? No, I actually like a splashed Pest Infestation. Could also not splash it. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to be. Could also be blue-green splash Bowmasters or green-black splash Feywild Caretaker, or who knows, some other direction. Cube has a lot of different ways you can go. So we'll see. Well, it's going to be pretty hard to pass up Wooded Foothills, and in fact, I won't be doing so. Questing Beast is the best card outside of Wooded Foothills, but Foothills with this start is perfect, because yes, it's not a blue-black fixer, but it looks like I could be a multicolor deck, and fetch lands are super important in those. Passing Generosent, Questing Beast, Manglehorn. Not a whole lot of... I haven't passed a whole lot of good artifact stuff so far, so we'll see. We'll see how this ends up. All right, and this pack... No, this pack has a Memory Jar. I guess I'll be taking that to go with my Bowmasters, because that's a pretty strong combo. And there's also Sail into the West, but that doesn't force them to draw, so it's not quite as good. The best cards in the pack, I mean, I guess there's Imperial Seal and Virtue. There's like a Ramanop, Sail into the West, Rex Sage. Yeah, but I'll take Jar here. This looks like a decent spot for Jar. Wow, Snapcaster and Subtlety both came back. So did Seasoned Pyro. Interesting. I was considering taking one of those cards, and I don't think the pack was that good. I guess Smuggler's Copter, Ancient Tomb got taken. I took the Pest Infestation, and then a couple of other not that exciting starts. Which of these blue cards is better? They both aren't that good yet. I think Subtlety might end up being better. It's really good in a Draw 7 deck. I might get that Sail into the West back. It's good if you're trying to take initiative with Feywild. Oh, there's Exploration. There's also Troll, and there's also Sakura Tribe Elder, but I think that's worse. This is gearing up to be a pretty good Exploration deck, but it's probably better still just to take the Troll, because that's really good for another person's deck, and Exploration is probably only good for me. Though I will take Restless Vinestock here over Golos, Stifle, and Gruff Triplets. Passing a bunch of like multicolored cards, or Rafine's a multicolored card, Gruff Triplets is a kind of a combo card, and there's a red card, a white card, and a blue card, sure. Savannah versus Tameo. So of the black cards, Trespasser and Siphoner came back. So I could just take Glint Sleeve Siphoner or Graveyard Trespasser. They're both pretty good with Subtlety and Feywild Caretaker. I don't think I want to take Tamiyo or Spellqueller or Plow Under here. I don't think taking Savannah is crazy here, because I could also end up in a multicolor deck. Yeah, I think actually 5-color is like the place I could end up. Yeah, now the Generous Ent is here. And I just look at the Troll and the Bowmasters as a splash. Instead of taking a mediocre splash card, or a mediocre black card like Glint Sleeve or Graveyard Trespasser, I think going for Savannah into Generous Ent, now I can play all the domain cards. Okay, so that I actually like that a lot. This could actually be a place where Sail into the West comes in. I already have Pest Infestation. You know, if I get back Exploration, which I'm not counting on, it would be pretty good. I think Sail into the West is decent here. Also, it ups my blue count for Subtlety, which isn't too bad. And now there's 2 good red cards and a Qasali Pride Mage, which I guess I could actually play. I think these 2 red cards are about the same, so I'll just pass them both. I don't think it helps too much, and especially if Matt is playing red. And then I think I'll take Thespian Stage as a spec. I don't think Finale is very good. Okay, Exploration isn't going to come back as it should not. Okay, well, Hate Picks Only is not that likely to be playing White Weenie at this point. Okay, there's Soul Ring, passing Hull Breacher and Mana Drain, but I will take a Soul Ring. It's a great card. Passing a Hull Breacher and a Draw 7 and a Mana Drain and a Preordain and a Grist is probably the card that get taken. Maybe Bankbuster gets taken over Grist. All right, I'll take that. It doesn't feel like Hate Picks Only is playing blue, so I think one of those 2 cards, well, I think both of those cards might be available for Mac, the Mana Drain and the Hull Breacher. We'll have to see, though. Oh, now there's a Seasoned Dungeoneer from the Catacombs. Currency Converter, I do love that one. And a Snuff Out. I like all those, but I'm kind of thinking after picking up Savannah, Wooded Foothills, and Generous Ent, I just take the Seasoned Dungeoneer, and I have 2 initiative things. And then I also, besides passing Parallax Wave, Hate Picks Only, I guess they did pass late Benevolent Bodyguard, so they're probably not playing white, but I think Seasoned Dungeoneer is still just the best card for me. And if I don't think Mac's playing white, which I kind of don't, passing it's still bad, because then Hate Picks takes from the Catacombs or Snuff Out. Though maybe not, because they also passed that pack with Glint Sleeve and Graveyard Trespasser, but there was just a lot of things in that pack. And then Mac has the same choice, and that's not great. So here we've got a Tishana's Tidebinder, we've got a Karakas, we've got a Stomping Ground. Red's the only color I'm not so far. We've got a Teferi Time Raveler, which is also a really good one. So I take Time Raveler or Karakas. I don't think I take Pilgrim or Stomping Ground here, or Bauble, or any of the blue cards. Well, the mono blue cards, because I'm looking at this Time Raveler. I kind of think I just take the Teferi Time Raveler. It's pretty good in this kind of deck. All right, let's do that. Where you're just playing assertive cards, and then now I do like Chrome Host Seed Shark a lot as well. There's also Sacred Foundry, but I don't really need that. I don't think I want Hero. Maybe try to wheel Leyline Binding, and I take Chrome Host Seed Shark. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. And this pack, there's Metamorph, there's Prismatic Ending. This is kind of, wow, all white cards pack. There's also Prismari Command. I don't need, if I could avoid going into red, it's probably for the best. I might want to just take Prismatic Ending. It's just a really good interaction spell. I think it's better than Timeless Dragon. Metamorph is nice with the 2 initiative creatures, but I think there's a Phantasmal Image I might get back, and I really like having access to Prismatic Ending. Okay, and this pack has a Life Death, which goes nicely with the 2 Land Cyclers and these cards in general. A Savai Triumph, a Council's Judgment. I guess I am taking more white cards. I could just take Council's Judgment, or I could just take Life Death, because I have the 2 Land Cyclers to combo with it, or if one of these things die, and it's a kind of a hate pick. There is also Savai Triumph for the full 5-color. I think that the Triumph's actually going to be pretty good for me. Once you're at this many colors, it's kind of easy to go more. All right, well, Grist didn't come back. Preordain did, though, and I probably will take it here. Preordain is just a great card. Over Bring to Light, Bankbuster, Tireless Tracker, yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, so Hull Breacher, Mana Drain, Wheel of Fortune all got taken, unsurprisingly. I kind of like where this is going. I could use some more Could use a Fire Covenant. That card is broken. I think I will take it. And I need to find more duels, but I think I'll manage to do that. If I hadn't taken Savai Triumph, there's no way I could have taken Fire Covenant, but I think this works. And Troll can also get Savai Triumph, so I have like a lot of sources. One more fetch would pretty much get me on the right track. I'm assuming I'm going to pick up at least another couple regular duels, but we'll have to see. I guess Stomping Grounds got taken. Okay, so someone's on red-green beats. Yeah, I mean, I've got some good interaction. Bowmasters plus Memory Jar is pretty good. I've got a couple initiative creatures alongside Fire Covenant, Prismatic Ending, like good ways to stop the opponent from taking the initiative. Now, do I take Tashana's Tidebinder, Phantasmal Image, or Avacyn's Pilgrim? I don't think I take Curse Scroll, Dryad Arbor, Endurance, or Portable Hole. I mean, this pretty good Avacyn's Pilgrim deck. Just taps for both color, or taps for another color, which I'm definitely playing. I do like Tidebinder in general, but feels like the good mana dork. And then Leyline Binding came back perfect. It's got to be great in this deck. Also with Chrome Host Seed Shark, Leyline Binding for the full amount. Do I hate /sideboard a Lava Dart, or do I take Ephemerate? Ephemerate's pretty good with Feywild Caretaker and Seasoned Dungeoneer. Not that good with Subtlety and Bone. Oh, I think it could be pretty good with Subtlety. Oh man, Pitch Subtlety, Ephemerate. Oh. Or I could just take Unexpectedly Absent. I don't really want to put a double white card in my deck. I'll take the Lava Dart. You never know. All right, well, I'll take Council's Judgment now and pass Grave Titan. I think that's okay. Kozali Pride Mage might be getting in there too. Picked up a lot of white cards in this pack. Guess I'll take Yogg-Will here. All right, well, lots of combo stuff in the last couple of packs. I guess no one's playing that sort of thing. All right, well, Curse Scroll's a decent sideboard card. Pack 3 time. Let's go. We open Soaring, nothing to complain about there. Breach and LED and Luris. So really good cards I can't play. I might just take Breeding Pool out of this pack. Like there's also Xander's Lounge. I could take like LED to go with my Yogg-Will, but I don't have anything to do with that. I didn't even take the Tendrils. Territorial Kavu has a decent chance of wheeling. And I'm passing powerful cards, but Breach and Luris in pack 3 are really hard to maneuver into. There is also Jace the Mind Sculptor, which is a great card, but I kind of feel like a blue-green land is just going to be better for me. And I don't care that much about passing a Jace. All right, I'll take Breeding Pool. I will follow it up with Disappointment. I mean, Sign of Draco is the best card for me. I think I will be able to cast this for 2 mana, but I don't think I can take it here. I think here I'm supposed to take like, I don't even know. I'm not taking Mystical Tutor. Gitaxian Probe really isn't that great. I guess it triggers Seed Shark and is a blue card for Subtlety, so it's not a 0. I don't think I can use Torsten. Blue-Black Talisman, I guess, is plausible. It's such a weak pick, but I mean, Legolas's Quick Reflexes is going to wheel. Bone Crusher is good, but I don't know that I really want to splash the Bone Crusher. Like, I've got a Fire Covenant. I don't mind splashing that. Bone Crusher is just not where I want to be. Maybe I just take... Do I just take Probe? That's so weak. It's that or take, like, Talisman? I mean, the Talisman actually seems like it's kind of good in this deck. All right. I just don't think I'm supposed to take Scion of Draco there. There's Doomsday to go with my Thassa's Oracle, but I think I'm just going to take Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize is a great card. This deck's going to have an opportunity to play it, at some point here. There's a Utopia Sprawl in the pack and some duels. Oh, there's Time Twister? All right, well, I'm going to take that to go with my Bowmasters. And it's really good with Subtlety, too, and with Acceleration like Soul Ring or Talisman. Passing up Jetmir's Garden. Oh, there's 2 Triomes there alongside like Mother of Runes and some other playable cards, so let's do that. And probably just got to be Godless Shrine now. These are all mid-playables, and that's exactly where I need to take my duels. All right, Godless Shrine it is. One more fetch land and we'd be set. I think I can take the Pride Mage out. This is 19. This is like 21 lands now, so I still need to get a couple more playables. Don't really care for Courser. I just took a Godless Shrine, but taking a Scrubland might still be good here. Just another black-white duel when I have 3 black cards and 3 or 4 white cards. There's also Blooming Marsh, but I'd rather just take the good duels instead. All right, I'll take that. And if Terra Sunder wheels, I would play it, but Not too concerned about it. Didn't get any more green 1-drops, unfortunately. But I still think the Pilgrim's probably fine to play, even if I have to play it on turn 2 some of the time. Because I maybe, get like a Restless Vinestock opener or something. Or I'm cycling Generous Ent on turn 1. A couple more packs here. Or see our wheels, see what we got. So Breach and LED both wheeled. That's really funny. So did Territorial Kavu. That's the jam. 2 mana 5/5. That's what I want. All right. Passing a Daze as well. Okay, well, if the Territorial Kavu wheeled, I think the Scion of Draco should as well. And if I just pick up like one more Triumph, I'll feel really good about my spot for those lands. Yeah, I've got Soul Ring and Pilgrim to hurry me up. I've got Subtlety as a pitch card. And then Bowmasters, Leyline Binding, Thoughtseize, Prismatic Ending as like cheap removal. Then at 3 mana, Teferi and Council's Judgment and Pest Infestation. And then Fire Covenant does a lot of cleanup. All right, Scion of Draco came back. Taking that over Bone Crusher, Legolas's Quick Reflexes, all that stuff. All right. So I just need to get one of the Triumphs back, and I feel like the mana base is good. I'm probably going to cut Sail into the West. I don't want that many draw 7s, and that's the worst of them. But I think the 4th draw 7s with the Bowmaster is pretty nice. K-Command wheeled, so did Concealed Courtyard. I do like K-Command in general, so maybe I'll just take that. Or I could just take Razor Verge Thicket as a green-white dual, though it doesn't help my domain stuff. I think I'll just take the K-Command. It's just a much better card. And this is 19 lands right now, and I don't mind playing 18. Well, it'd be like 17 plus 2, or 16 plus 2 Land Cyclers plus Soul Ring. Which means I do have room to add another card, maybe 2. I pretty much like where I'm at here. Passed the pack with Hull Breacher and Mana Drain, so curious which one of those Hate Picks only took. It does feel like they're playing blue, but I got like a medium late Time Twister. Subtlety and Snapcaster were in the pack when it wheeled, so it's kind of confusing to me. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, Jetmir's Garden Wheel. That's a big win. It is a Triumph. It's not a blue one, but it's got a lot of the right colors, and then these are all 5 playables, whatever. Maze of Ith, I think, is actually a pretty good card in the right matchup. I don't think I'm going to play any of these other cards. I do like Eternal Witness in this kind of deck. I have a lot of spells that go to the graveyard, but I think I'd rather have Maze. There's some matchups where Maze can be quite strong, and it's really good at keeping the initiative. All right, Terra Sunder came back. I think that's going to be the best one for me. Now we have enough playables. Now we're at 16 lands plus the 2 Land Cyclers and the Soul Ring, so kind of like 19 mana sources, which I think is totally fine. There is a chance I get like one more land, I think. I think I can get like one of the fast lands back. They're not as good as obviously the Triumphs. Breach and LED. I mean, I guess I'm not playing either of these, and I doubt Adrian is either. Is there a chance I could LED here? I don't know. I don't think so. I'll take a March, I guess. And Doomsday. LED Doomsday Yogg-Will Oracle in the sideboard, but that is just not where we're at. All right, let's get to deck building and see what Mac and Troll have, because we'd really like to win this one. All right, so, I mean, honestly, I think this is actually just the build. I wish I had a little bit more in the way of blue cards to pitch to Subtlety, but I think that, because this is, yeah, let's see. We go 1 Plains, 1 Swamp, 1 Mountain. I don't even know, do we need a mountain? We don't have any land searching effects. We have Wooded Foothills, which does need to get an untapped red. So yeah, okay, we do need the mountain. Probably 2 forests and 2 islands or something like that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 green, 4 green, 5 green, 6 green, 7 green, 8 green, and then Troll does not get green. So 8 green. All right. I mean, that's actually not crazy. I don't have that many green cards. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue. Great. White has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white. And red has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red. Okay, so it's a little lighter on red. Honestly, I think I might just cut a green for a red here because, I mean, I just don't need that many. And then definitely enough black, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, plus the talisman. I mean, it wouldn't be crazy to cut the swamp, but I don't know that I need to. I've got Thoughtseize Bowmasters. I only have 3 red cards. I guess I have 1, 2, 3, 4 black cards. Yeah, I mean, this is just a full-on domain deck, but I like the way it looks. Let's see how this does. Let's take a look at my teammates' decks, too. Alrighty, time for round 1. And, alright, I will keep this hand. It's not the best hand. It needs one of my black-white lands, but I have a bunch of those. And it's got some good stuff to do if I find it. Playing against the person who got Academy. This is the person passing to me. And they got a pretty late Academy. But we'll see how good they are at utilizing it. Oh, Wooded Foothills. Perfect. That can get a Savai Triome, which gets me to all 5 colors, actually. So I like that. All right, let's go end of turn, crack this. Savai Triome. And what do I want to do? I guess I could just play Teferi. Shields would be down. But next turn I could play 2 cheap cards. I don't really care if, yeah, Teferi getting mana leaked is a fine outcome because I have all 1 and 2 mana cards now except for Subtlety. So there's a decent chance I could answer whatever this is and then still have a play. All right, well, I'm just going to play Scion of Draco here, leaving up Bowmasters, Leyline Binding, and my black creatures get lifelink. Nice. I don't mind that. Oh, you got a counterspell? Okay. That's fine. Countered my first 2 plays, but I've got... Oh, I also drew Memory Jar to go with these Bowmasters, which I don't mind. All right, let's play an end-of-turn Bowmaster, I guess. Don't really see a reason not to. If they have another counterspell, then good for them, I suppose. Okay, nug you for 1. Make an orc. And am I getting my Bowmaster killed? A stop on upkeep. That's interesting. What are we upkeeping? And they're blue, green, red so far. If I draw a blue mana, I could cast Subtlety. If I draw any land that's untapped, I guess, I could cast Memory Jar. And if I draw, well, I can cast almost every other spell in my deck, so I guess I don't feel too bad about where I'm at. But we'll see what they've got. They've got brewing here. Feels like something. All right, I drew Island, so that makes this play pretty clear, I think, which is just send for 2 and then pass the turn with Subtlety up and Leyline Binding up if I need it. Both, actually, which is kind of nice. Vendilion Click. Oh, I guess I'll just Subtlety that. That's what their draw step stop was. And I also have a Leyline Binding that I could fire off at the Grim Monolith, but I feel like I could just counter or binding whatever they cast with it. I don't think I'm supposed to Leyline it. All right, they kept it on the V-click on top. Okay, is this Portal? Yeah, I mean, let's just go Leyline Binding on the Portal here. Guess it would have worked out better. Do it the other way, but now I cast Memory Jar, pass the turn. They have V-click in hand. It's their only card in hand, besides what they drew this turn, of course. So I guess if they had a lot of mana. Yeah, I don't think hitting the Grim Monolith made too much sense. Okay, so they're just going to play that, pass. They're probably going to draw step Vendilion Click me, which is kind of interesting, because if they do that, I'm actually going to crack Jar in response, I think. Well, it depends what I draw, I guess, if it's something I want to protect. Because right now my hand, I don't care too much if they V-click me. I guess having the Council's Judgment could be nice in case they somehow get rid of this Leyline Binding. But yeah, they might actually want to V-click now and then maybe take the Prismatic Ending is what they would do. All right, no plays yet. Draw. Oh, I will V. If they don't V-click, I'm just slamming Feywild Caretaker. If they do V-click, I think I'm just going to jar in response so they can't take the Feywild Caretaker. They can take one of my jar cards, but I'll have 7 new cards that are all going away. So now, instead, I'm just going to do this. Slam Caretaker. They get to untap their Monolith and cast Vendilion Click. I get to make a 1/1. I'm going to go get a Plains here. Okay. Plains. Play my Plains and pass the turn. You're welcome to Vendilion Click me, but my 1/1 token is going to do a really good job blocking it. So I guess I hope they don't draw an answer to my 1/1 token, but then if they draw an answer to my 1/1 token, I can just attack them with the Feywild Caretaker, so I'm not too concerned. And we'll see what they do take here. I mean, they're both kind of the same card. They just didn't take any of them. That I think is probably a reasonable play. Now they've got to hope to peel something. Hopefully it's not like an upheaval. That would be bad. I don't recall seeing one of those, so unless they took it super early, I guess I'm not that worried about it. And I guess I would probably forge here. Oh, they drew something. Okay. What you got? Phyrexian Metamorph. That was a really good draw. Wow. All right. That was an incredible draw. The good thing is I can just Council's Judgment their Caretaker and attack them. Though I actually kind of want to draw Plains here so I can kill both their creatures. Or a white source, rather. Oh, I did. Nice. Council's Judgment. Vote for Feywild Caretaker. And I guess it's probably better to just kill the Vendilion Click here. Pay 2 life. Well, it didn't really... Given what they drew, it didn't really work out their play. I'm not saying that their play was bad, not taking anything with Vendilion Click, but had they known they were drawing Metamorph, they clearly would have done so. So now they're going to take it, I assume. I'm going to go to the Forge and put 2 counters on my Fairy. And then end of turn, I get another 1/1. So once again, we're in a position where I can have and keep the initiative. All right, they're attacking me now. That's fine. Nope, or not. I mean, they're very close to just dying to trap here. They drew Sakura Tribe Elder. Yep. All right, so let's take the turn. Let's go into the trap. Nug you down to 8. Draw. Okay, I think I cracked Jar here. There's not that many things they should be able to play at instant speed, I don't think. Mountain, Fire Covenant, those two. And attack for 7, I guess. Okay, got game 1. All right, sideboarding against the blue-green deck with counters and whatnot. I guess Qasali Pride Mage and March are both pretty appealing. Subtlety's actually not that good. I guess Metamorph and V-Click are 2 pretty good cards to take out. Oh, I have a lot of Artifact removal already. I like this matchup, I think. What do I want to cut? I definitely want to at least put the Pride Mage in. March, I think I can get away with not playing. Maybe I take out Talisman of Dominance. This deck's a little heavy on mana sources. All right. We'll do that. We'll go to game 2 here. We are on the draw. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand. It's if the Vinestock was a whoa, that top came down there. A land with types, then the Scion of Draco would be a 2-drop again on turn 3. But I'll be able to cast it on turn 4 still for 4 mana if I want. Let's just play this tapped. Pest Infestation, of course, and K-Command, both really good in this matchup. So, okay, I'll put the stack over here. Next turn, I mean, if they don't do anything, I'm just going to play a Siege Shark to get counterspelled, I suppose. I'm not casting K-Command or Pest Infestation on the Sensei's top. If they do some crazy like land, Grim, play a thing, then maybe I'll have to take a turn to do that. Oh. Just playing a Tireless Tracker, but no land. Well, that's clearly going to be a K-Command then. I think this is still better. That you discard a card, deal 2 damage to any target. If I draw a Trop, then I can play my Breeding Pool or Wooded Foothills. I could play a 2-mana Scion of Draco. Oh, okay. I got a Force of Negation, pitching the Metamorph. Yeah. Oh, and there's Academy? Oh man, this got a lot worse for me. I guess I hope they play something I can Fire Covenant here. Force of Negation into Academy. So what am I hoping to draw? I guess I don't really have a way to answer Academy, and their artifacts are not good to Pest Infestation. It's kind of the lock. Academy with all bad artifacts. Let's see what they do here. They can crack a Clue if they want. I'm going to want to kill that Tireless Tracker ASAP, so I'm probably going to have to try to kill it now. It's going to be a lot harder when they have Mana Leak and Counterspell in their deck. They don't look like the best Academy deck so far. Obviously, we haven't seen their whole deck, but they played a long game one. It didn't draw that many artifacts. They had the blue-red land and Grim Monolith and like Metamorph. I think this Tireless Tracker is probably carrying a lot of weight. The artifact count. All right, I'm hoping that they play a dorky creature and I can kill it with Fire Covenant. Actually, what I really want is them to Vendilion click me on draw step. They didn't. I drew Soul Ring as well. That's interesting. I'm going to cast the Soul Ring. And then I think I'm going to pass the turn because I really want to kill that Tireless Tracker. And I assume they're going to Sensei's top. I think my best chance to kill it is now. Really hope they don't have a counter here. But now if they want to look at with the top, they could just tap the top to draw, I guess. That would probably be a bit of a risk. If this works, I'm feeling a lot better about my situation. Because if this doesn't work, I'm pretty screwed. Because then they get to play a land, make another Clue, power up the Academy, draw another card. They'll still have a Tireless Tracker out, which they're just going to tap the top. All right, well, I'm glad that didn't work. They get to rearrange the order now, but now they're down to 3 mana because the Academy doesn't tap for anything. So they have to replay the top, which just means they're not accelerating this turn. And then next turn, if I draw any land, I can cast Chromeho Seed Shark and the Scion of Draco. Oh, Urza Saga. I'm gonna be Pest Infestationing that at some point here. Or actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cast Scion of Draco. 6. Oh, never mind. I thought I had better mana for that. Why didn't they play Sensei's top is kind of my question. This is such an inefficient turn then. It's just awkward that I need my blue-green land to cast all of my plays this turn. I could play the Scion, but it's just not that good. I think I'm just going to pass here and then upkeep Terra Sunder the Urza Saga. I really wish I could play 2 spells in the same turn here, but I kind of feel like they have a counter, and killing Urza Saga is really important here. Okay. Cast on Urza Saga. And if they have a counterspell, then it's not the end of the world. I will just play like a shark and then try to set up a Pest Infestation. Luckily, they didn't counter. And now what do they have? I guess this is missing 2 land types. All right, they're spinning the top. I'm not looking too bad here. Into land. All right. Seasoned Dungeoneer. Oh, yeah, that's a great one. So let's go Seasoned Dungeoneer. Hope they don't have a counterspell. Nice. And then now I need to get a blue or a green. And I think I get blue here because I have a Solitude. Island, land. And then now I could play Scion of Draco. Give my white creatures vigilance. I think I'll just play the Seed Shark. and pass the turn. And now they've got to have a good player. Next turn, I'm just going to get to do it all. I mean, I just put 2 incredible clocks on the board. This is, I guess, worse if they have Tinker Portal, but I can't really play my game as if they're going to portal me every turn. And even if they did, I have Pest Infestation to clean it up. So I think I'm just going to play my 2 idiots and force them to make a play. Oh, prime time? Yeah, I don't think that's going to get it done, but I guess it ramps them into Portal. Oh, and they can get the blue-red artifact land. No, prime time's pretty good. I think I'm still going to go into the Forge, though. Vigilance if it's white. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Forge the Seasoned Engineer, and then if I hit on Explore, then this will be a 6/7, and it can block the Titan because it's going to have Vigilance from the Draco. All right, Forge, Seasoned Engineer. I could also just draw Leyline Binding. Yeah, that was good. So I think I attack first then, because I don't care about it having Vigilance. And if I hit a forest, then my Scion becomes cheaper. Do I want to put Territorial Kavu in the graveyard? Yeah, I don't really want to draw Territorial Kavu. Okay, take 1,000,000. Leyline Binding for 2 mana. Incubating. And now the portal doesn't even get me, because now I can play Scion of Draco for 4 mana. And oh wait, no, it still gets me because I don't have enough mana to make the incubator big. Okay, well, they're still pretty far away from casting it, right? The 4, 5, 6. No, I guess they have exactly 9. But next turn, I mean, I just have lethal next turn. And I suppose maybe instead of playing the Scion, I should have left Incubator token up. If that's the case, then no, forcing them to Portal or die is fine. I guess maybe is it just no reason to play the Scion because then it still just dies to the Portal here. I guess that's the case. That's the case, huh? Oh, Battle Ball? No, Battle Ball doesn't do it. I think Battle Ball just straight up doesn't do it on board. Oh, well, it depends what you do with this. Oh, into Shackles? Oh, into Steal the Seasoned Engineer. Wow. That's pretty cool. It's not going to be good enough, but oh, stealing the Scion? That is not a very good play, unfortunately, because now I'm just going to go Trap. Nug you for 5. Oh, I guess I would put them to 1 with that. I mean, it doesn't matter because I'm going to kill that and kill the Battle Ball. 1, 2, and I think that's it. I don't need to kill any of the tokens. Okay. And I get to incubate as well. I mean, I had lethal even if I hit any spell on the top, but obviously this is now just straight up lethal because this is 8. Yeah, I'll put it in the graveyard. Doesn't matter. And whew, we got round 1. Beat the Academy deck. All right, time for round 2. We're playing against Max Capone here, who is on a Reanimator style deck. I'm obviously going to keep this hand. And I think I go turn 1 Avacyn's turn 1 Avacyn's Pilgrim, turn 2 Soul Ring Dungeoneer. That's the jam. I just have to hope that I don't get duressed on turn 1 or anything. But this is a sick hand if I do. I'm even going to play the Breeding Pool. We're going to have Domain up on very soon, turn 3, something like that. This hand looks fantastic. Because if I get... Well, here's the thing. If I get duressed and they take Soul Ring, then I still have a turn 3 Dungeoneer. And I guess if I get Thought Seized, well, I have the actual Thought Seized and Inquisition doesn't hit Dungeoneer. So, yeah, feeling pretty good about this opener on the play. This looks like an unfair one to me. Finally, we're back. We're getting there with the busted hands. And Prismatic Ending is an okay follow-up. It is nice having all 5 colors of land in my opening hand, given that I'm playing Domain. So I like this. All right, opponent mulliganed to 6. Well, good luck, I suppose. Well, hopefully I get to jam here. Just don't want to see a removal spell or a discard spell. Okay, currency converter, we take those. We take those all day. I actually think it's probably fine to crack Foothills here. Let's see, do I want to get a Savannah or a red land? I guess I should just get Savannah, because I will have red in a second here. I guess it also doesn't matter, because I'm just going to get I can just get a mountain with a Dungeoneer. Or I could get a swamp. Mountain or swamp? I've got 2 red-black cards, so those kind of cancel each other out. I've got a red card, 2 black cards, and 1 red card. I guess that means I should probably just get a swamp, because I think Thoughtseize and Bowmasters would be great. My 1 red card is Territorial Kavu. Yeah, that's even not as important. So let's do this. Next turn, we're going to Prismatic Ending the currency converter and smash with both of these. I'll probably play the Savai Triumph, though I suppose depending on what I draw for my turn, I could end up cycling it, because I have everything but red now. All right, I'm going to go to the Forge though, and I think I forge up the Avacyn's Pilgrim here. If the Dungeoneer lives, I feel like I'm going to win. Oh, Vinestock is great. Let's go ahead and attack here. Okay, hit both. This gets to explore. Do I want to put Council's Judgment into my graveyard? That's close. I think no. I think Council's Judgment is a fine card to keep. And then Prismatic Ending the currency converter. I feel like one of the ways they win is reanimating something here, so let you loot. Oh, they can't even discard a creature. I guess they don't. There's no reason to put it under converter either way. They just would choose not to exile. Then play the Vinestock, pass the turn. I probably am going to cycle this Savai Triumph. I only have a couple red cards in my deck, and I think I'd rather just draw a spell instead. And I have other red sources, of course, I could draw. What she got here? Liliana of the Veil. Okay, well, I guess it didn't work out quite as well to forge the Pilgrim, but I think, yeah, they're just dead now. Sure, I'll cycle the Savai Triumph since that's my play anyway, but this should just be death. Trap, target you, animate Vinestock. I mean, Vinestock was also just a really good draw. So animate Vinestock, and it's a turn 4 win. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, sideboard here. I don't see anything super appealing. All right, I don't think I'm going to sideboard in anything here. I don't think any of this stuff looks necessary, so let's get back in there. Going to be on the draw this time. Let's hope we don't go too much slower. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. This has every color for Scion except, well, blue. But even though my other 2 cards are blue, I have Subtlety to pitch the Seed Shark if I need to. Let's go, and then we go Jetmir's Garden. Oh, there's the island. All right, so now we just have full domain, which is nice. So I would love to draw a Territorial Kavu. Mystical Tutor, I don't like that. That I can't Subtlety either. What are you getting, like a flash or something? I guess we'll see. Ancestral Recall? Mystical Tutor for Imperial Seal. We're taking the long range plan. Okay. All right. If this doesn't work, they lose, but obviously this is scary. So what would my ideal draw be in this case? I don't even know. I don't know what they're going for. So they got something brewing, though. Mystical for Imperial Seal is a lot of skip draw steps, so maybe it's like a show and tell or something? I guess we'll see soon enough. Wooded Foothills can't get anything relevant here, but I can just get a breeding pool with it, so I think that's probably fine. All right, I'm ready to lose here. Unless this is cast Liliana, no? Okay, I'll sack this anyway. Do you have a Tishana's Tidebinder? I guess there was one in the draft. I didn't really think about that. Well, I thought about it when my ability is on the stack and they can just counter it and get massive value, but we'll see what they do. All right, no disaster yet. I could get Triumph, but I don't think that's actually as good as just getting Breeding Pool. Draw. It's another blue card, so I could play the Chrome Host Seed Shark, but I think I'd still rather just play the Scion of Draco because I don't really want to pitch the Feywild Caretaker, which if I play the Chrome Host Seed Shark would be what I was setting myself up to do. I still don't really know what's happening with this Mystical Imperial Seal business. What are you setting up? What's the deal here? You're gonna cast something now? Oh, flash now. Okay. Okay, I mean, Flash Atroxa is good. Let's see what they reveal. Goryo's Vengeance. Okay, I don't like that. Itali. Yeah, I would say we're probably going to lose. Flash is a good one. What is this? Oh, Palantir of Orthonk, sure. So I get Enchantment, Artifact, Instant, just one of those, land creature. And then they don't have untapped red from what I can see, but then are likely to be, they can at the very least Goryo's Vengeance the Atroxa, or if they have a red source, they can go Bitter Reunion, discard Itali, and Goryo's Vengeance the Itali, which is generally a little bit stronger. Let's see, what did they keep? Bitter Reunion, Itali, Primal Conqueror, not Cut Down, not Swamp. All right. Well, let's find out what they're going to do, but I can't say that I love the situation. I guess in game 3 I could use a early Territorial Kavu, but honestly, the flash part of their deck is not one I'm going to have an easy time beating. Oh, Subtlety? Yeah, we're going to Subtlety that, I think. Yeah. I'll pitch the Seed Shark. Do I want to Subtlety it? I guess not, because what I think I could do is I could maybe Subtlety. If they Itali and then hit a creature, I can Subtlety that. I don't think Subtletying the Spell Seeker is really that useful. They already have an Animate spell. Like, I don't know what they're going for that's better. I can either leave Subtlety up next turn, or I can play Seed Shark. And then they have Reanimate, but they're not casting it this turn. That doesn't do anything. Okay, I'm just going to play Seed Shark. And Godless Shrine, I guess. Pass the turn. They get to go down to 7 if they reanimate Atroxa. That's something. Though they can also Bitter Reunion and attack with it. Oh yeah, this is... sometimes Subtlety is like Force of Will. This game it was not like Force of Will. Oh, they redrew the Urborg, funny. Okay, here comes Bitter Reunion, I would imagine. And are we pitching the Itali? It's got to be, yep. And then reanimate the Itali, Goryo's Vengeance, the Atroxa. Goryo's Vengeance, the Itali. I mean, I don't know. Whatever combination of things they want to do here probably wins them the game, but I guess I'm in a spot where maybe I could draw like a Leyline Binding or something and steal something. Let's see. Reanimate the Itali going down to 7. Okay. I guess that probably means Atroxa is coming next. They hit Deep Cavern Bat and Preordain. I guess I'll Subtlety the Bat. I don't think I have a better play. I mean, I'm not going to win this game, but I think this is still better than letting them bat one of my cards, and then they get to resolve Preordain now. And then they're going to play Atroxa, Goryo's Vengeance Atroxa, and they're going to hit me for 7 lifelink going back up to 14. But then the Atroxa goes away, and if I draw a Leyline Binding, I could kill Itali and make a 6/6. I mean, that's pretty good. So we'll have to see how this turns out. But I really don't think I should. I'm not supposed to concede here, but I'm also not going to win here. Gordia's Vengeance down, Restless Fence down. All right, you have a... I'm not looking at that ugly Palantir longer than I have to. Oh, no attack with Atroxa. I see, because you're just going to put it into play when I block. Yeah, now I'm pretty dead. Because now they get the whole turn of untaps, hit with Atroxa, etc., etc. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not going to beat an early flash, I think. I wonder if Maze of Ith is any good. It stops Atroxa lifelink is kind of what I'm thinking. I feel like Maze could do something. What would I want to cut, though? I don't really want to cut Fire Covenant. Terra Sunder seems okay. Subtlety seems pretty bad. They have all spells in their deck, so I'll just cut that, I think. And see how this goes. All right, I'm on the play. Can I get another Soul Ring hand? No. What do we got here? It's a 2-lander on the play with two decent 3s, and some other plays. Yeah, I think I got to keep this hand. I really don't like it, but I feel like this hand, it's just a 2-lander on the play. That's just a hand you get. And I don't know, if I draw a 3rd land, then I can go Shark into Binding or Shark into Dungeoneer. It's not like my deck has that many super fast openings. I guess game 1 was an exception. And I do have both Leyline Binding and Terra Sunder, which I think both play kind of nicely. If he plays turn 1 Currency Converter, I'm definitely going to tear it asunder. I could go for a Soul Ring on turn 2. Oh, Talisman? Yes, that was fantastic. So unfortunately, I don't have a red-white source. I don't have actually any... I have white-green as my only duel, but I have to get it. Get Savannah, and then play Talisman. And then pass. And then now I have a turn 3 Dungeoneer if I draw a land. And if I don't draw a land, there's a pretty good chance I'm just going to Twister. Oh, especially since he's Night's Whispering. Oh, is he going to Night's Whisper and discard a creature? He does? Well, in that case, I'm just going to cast Time Twister. And undo that setup. And then now, oh, I drew a lot of mana sources is what I drew, but that's okay. So I guess I'll play Savai Triumph. And see how it goes. The good news is if Max makes me discard cards, I'm pretty immune to that. My hand is all nonsense. Oh, Imperial Seal. Okay. I don't think there's anything I can do to mess that up. I don't have any like Ragavans or reshuffles. But next turn, I'm going to have four land types for Scion, which means I can go Soul Ring, Scion, Avacyn's Pilgrim, Jetmir's Garden. And then the turn after that, probably attacking with the Restless Vinestock here. Oh, we have another play too. Bitter Reunion. Oh, we're getting the card right into our hand. That means if I draw Thoughtseize, game. Memory Jar. Okay, that's not really what I want to see. So I guess I got to play the Scion here. And then Pilgrim. 1/1 Trampling Pilgrim, I'll have you know. This matchup is pretty bad for me, I think. Like, obviously I had the Nuts game 1 to turn 4 kill on the play, but most of the time it's like I have reactive cards and they have animating Atroxas. Like, it's just not a good lineup. They hit Wheel of Fortune, Gordial's Vengeance, Collective Brutality. So they can attack right now thanks to Bitter Reunion, and then I have to hope to draw and that ugly Palantir. If I draw a Leyline Binding to kill the Atroxa, then I think we've got a shot. Let's see. They get to put one of Palantir Converter plus a bunch of other stuff in hand. I'll dismiss that. It's whatever. They are picking some cards. Okay, so they chose Swamp, Gordial's Vengeance, Collective Brutality, Palantir. All right. I mean, maybe if I deal with Atroxa, I could win. And I guess if they want to play or use Bitter Reunion, they're going to go like land, Collective Brutality, kill your Avacyn's Pilgrim, make you discard Prismatic Ending, attack with Atroxa, and then I guess I have Memory Jar, so I'll probably just slam Memory Jar. This prismatic ending wasn't really doing a whole lot anyways. In a lot of ways, I was living off the top of my deck already, so yeah, not too worried. Also, the Atroxa gaining life means that like I even get into this position where even if I kill a Atroxa after it's hit me even one time, which it's going to do, then I'm just not going to kill them before they can do something else. Okay, well, they didn't just discard any creatures. That much is nice. They discard an excess land to drain me for 2, of course. That makes sense. And then land, haste Atroxa, smash for 7, go. I mean, that's got to be the play here. Unless they really have like a strong reason to play a tap land. We got to switch to a live look-in, though. I heard that Fallen Shinobi's about to connect. Oh, it's not about to connect. That's a shame. Well, it looked like it was going to connect, though. In this case, Matt, Troll Ascetic, who's my teammate, has Bitter Union and all that. But you know what? We're going to go back to our game because I was here for Fallen Shinobis. That was it. All right, yeah, and then they Atroxed. Wait, they just played Shelldock Isle. Oh, and I drew Seasoned Dungeoneer. Does Dungeoneer do anything for me? Not really. I would get the initiative, but then they would get the initiative immediately thereafter. I guess I could chump a Scion of Draco. Alternatively, I could play Memory Jar and cycle Ent and play a land. Because if I play Memory Jar, I don't think I'm cracking it right now. I guess I could crack it right now and hope to draw literal Leyline Binding. You know, Leyline Binding is the only card that saves me. Or Dungeoneer, get a land, play a land, but do nothing else. No, I don't like that. So I'm going to play the Jar. I think I have to wait one more turn on Memory Jar. Though if I draw Binding and hit for 7, part of the problem though is this gives my opponent 7 new cards in the graveyard. I'm going to crack the Jar. I just can't sit around. All right, well, I drew Leyline Binding and Terra Sunder and Teferi, but I don't want to use Teferi. Oops. Let's tap this. Oh, hold on. Undo. What's going on here? Okay, my mana just disappeared for some reason. I don't actually technically have an island in place. Let's get Breeding Pool and Terra Sunder. Or I guess I'll Leyline Binding first. Get the Atroxa. And Terra Sunder the Bitter Union. Attack for 4 and hope that this sets up a Restless Vinestalk win next turn. They bend no creatures, it looks like. We'll see. It looks like a Rotting Regisaur, but no other creatures. Okay. I mean, I'm attacking for 9 next turn, and this is blue-green, so it'll get Trample and Hexproof, and it already has Trample. It's fine. That's fine. Well, what do you got? If you have an island, you can use Shelldock Isle for whatever that's got hiding under it. If you have animates, there's nothing to animate. The flash is in the graveyard already, as well as a bunch of animates. Yeah, I think this gave me the best chance of winning, because the Restless Vinestalk means my opponent still can't just sit back here, or spend a turn setting up. And so, because I am threatening to attack for lethal, I am 1 short, unfortunately, of going Dungeoneer and then animating Vinestalk, but I guess I'll have to live with that. All right. Sheoldred the Apocalypse is the play. And I drew Bowmasters. Do I win here? If I animate Vinestalk and attack, make Sheoldred yeah, I win. I think I even have a forest in my deck to go get. Yeah, I do, right? I'm just going to triple check just to make sure. Yeah, I have a basic forest. It's not anywhere, so now I can cycle the Generous Ent first. All right, just the 1 forest too. Land. Animate the Vinestalk. Oh yeah, this will do it. How did I win this game? great amounts of luck, I suppose, and then you make Shieldred into a 3/3. Block, okay. Take 6. Boom, and Bowmasters, you're at 1? Oh, we take those also as a lifelink, just so you know. And that's a 2-0. Great stuff. Let's check in on the team. All right, it's all coming down to round 3. We're up 4-2. I'm 2-0. Mac and Troll are both 1-1, so we have to sweep, or they have to sweep this round to win. All right, I'm on the play. No Soul Ring, but this is a totally fine hand. I'm going to keep. And I think I don't actually play turn 1 Pilgrim off Wooded Foothills. I think I just go turn 1 Restless Vinestock. Turn 2, I'm going to sack Wooded Foothills for a Triome. And then I can play a turn 3 Scion of Draco, because I couldn't play that turn 2 anyway. Well, that's one of the Triomes. I guess I could just play that Triome, and then next turn, can't get to 5, but I don't need to get to 5 if the elf lives, because I can just play a Scion of Draco here. All right, elf didn't live. Oh wait, no, I can get to 5. Never mind. I can go Wooded Foothills, crack this for Breeding Pool, and tapped, and then play Scion for 2 mana. All right, I like that with Teferi up here. Bolt into Bounce Land is pretty nice though. But if they don't have Reclamation Sage, I'm playing against kind of like a red, green, white big mana deck with like Parallax Wave, Nissa, Inferno Titan. The Parallax Wave is what beat Mac last round. The One Ring, Reclamation Sage. Hoping that this turn isn't like anything too wild, because it would be nice to just get to go like Teferi, bounce your play, hit for 4, and then have 2 removal spells in hand. Oh, okay. It gives me something to do with this Prismatic Ending, maybe. Please no Rex Sage. Cannot catch a break. Damn. That was my path to victory here. What am I doing with this Teferi? I kind of want to play. I'm going to cycle Teferi. It's not like it's crazy good against them anyway, so I kind of feel like I'm supposed to just Teferi the Chrome Mox and try to find a spell. Things went from pretty good to pretty bad all of a sudden here. Yeah, Teferi goes down. I can't even animate this Vinestock now. It's kind of sad. I do have the Terra Sunder still, and maybe I'll get to Prismatic Ending the Chrome Mox next turn. Let's see what they've got on 4. It's going to be a Sika's Chariot. Just, yep. And I'm going to draw, a Seed Shark. Okay, I like that. So let's go land Seed Shark, and then I think I'm going to just Terra Sunder the Sika's Chariot here when they go to animate it. Seems like a good plan to me. They have Chrome Mox and 4 unknowns in hand. The downside to using Terra Sunder is that it's a little bit more flexible than Prismatic Ending, but the upside is that I get to kill the Chariot right now. Seek the Beast. Okay. What did we hit? Torsten and Delighted Halfling. Oh. Torsten Forest Delighted Halfling? How many? What is going on here? Why am I seeing all 3 of those things? Oh, they got exiled to Chrome Mox. Which one got exiled to Chrome Mox? I don't actually know. But either way, I'm going to go Terra Sunder on Isika's Chariot. Get to incubate 2. You don't have an attack anymore. And land. Play Questing Druid. And play the Halfling. So the Torsten got exiled to Chrome Mox. Okay. Well, Sol Ring's okay. It's really annoying that I can't animate this Vinestock here. Do I want a Prismatic Ending the Delighted Halfling or Questing Druid or any of those other things? I kind of don't feel like I'm supposed to do that. So I think I'm going to animate this Incubator. attack with these two and yeah, do a little trade. Land, go. Because I can Prismatic Ending for 5 here, which kills almost everything. And it feels like killing Delighted Halfling there is just too weak. They have a lot of cards in their hand, but with a Chrome Host Seed Shark in play, a lot of my cards are kind of like double ups. So like if I draw Leyline Binding, obviously that's nuts. But even if I draw, you know, reasonable, just normal non-creature spells, then the Seed Shark can kind of start generating value. Let's see what the play is here. Oh, I don't like 6 mana, so now I can't Prismatic Ending it. Okay. Oh, I guess I just take 3. And no attacks. Interesting. All right, action. I mean, as it turns out, killing the Delighted Halfling would have been nice, but I can play Feywild Caretaker. Yeah, I mean, I guess I have to. And I'll get an island. And then island. And I think I now do Prismatic Ending the Delighted Halfling for 2, because that also gets me a Chrome Host Seed Shark token. And yeah, no, I'm not gonna hit with the Seed Shark. I need to try to keep the initiative. All right, I get a 1/1 end of turn, but that's gonna get eaten. I don't think this is going well. Really, it was that Rex Sage. If I had a Sign of Draco in play, I would have just won the game by now. You know, I cast it on turn 3, I would have hit 4 times. But if my opponent didn't kill my good cards, then I would win more. Yes, that is how Magic works. So right now, Inferno Titan can come in, toast the token and the other token, and hit me for 1. Incubator can block the Inferno Titan, though, and then Caretaker and Chrome Host Seed Shark can block 2 of the attackers. So they can take the initiative from me, but they lose Questing Druid and a cat token. Of course, if they have a trick, then that's not the case, but I still like my spot. I still don't like my spot. All right, here comes the troops. It's just Inferno Titan. Interesting. So Inferno Titan can deal 8 damage. I'm going to animate this thing. And I guess I just block like this. And hope I don't get blown out by any removal spell. I don't really think I have much of a choice here. I'm not going to beat an Inferno Titan attacking me again. If I draw Leyline Binding, I feel pretty good about my spot. Obviously, if I knew guaranteed I was going to draw Leyline Binding, then I wouldn't make this block. But given that I can't guarantee that, if this block works, I like my spot. Though they have 5 cards in hand. One, I guess, is a Chrome Mox. Probably going to play something pretty decent here. Okay, this worked. I killed Inferno Titan at the cost of my Caretaker and a token. But I still have a Seed Shark out, and on my turn, I'm probably just going to scry 2 of Lost Well and try to find just a spell to play. I mean, I could draw like a Time Twister. That would also be kind of sick here. Opponent has 6 mana now. Let's see what the play is here. Gruff Triplets. Okay. All right, well, let's go into the Lost Well. Leyline Binding. Oh, Council's Judgment. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think I can turn that down. Make a token. Exile the original Gruff Triplets, I guess, is probably the best. Need a Maelstrom Pulse. All right, and pass the turn. Obviously, this isn't great, but they can't attack with both triplets, or I can just block both at the same time. Is that true? Wow, it's actually not even true that I can kill both at once. All right, well, should I have put Council's Judgment on the bottom and hope to draw Time Twister? It feels like I could potentially beat 2 Gruff Triplets. I certainly can't beat 3. And then, because right now, I guess if they were to attack, I could animate Vinestalk, block 1, block Questing Druid, take like 7, and they get the initiative. All right, Knight of Autumn. Okay, probably killing an Incubator token would be my guess. I mean, you could kill the Soul Ring, but that seems a little weird. All right, I mean, Knight of Autumn is not the worst thing I could imagine. Obviously, I don't love the spot, but let's animate the Vinestalk. All right. Block the Druid, block thing, take 8, go down to 7. All right, we're a Leyline Binding away from stabilizing. Pest Infestation could also be pretty good here. I do need to take the initiative back at some point, of course. Putting counters on the Gruff Triplets, actually, not ideal for me. Obviously, Leyline Binding is going to be my best draw, though Time Twister could also be a really good draw. It'll obviously depend a little on what we both draw at that point, but I have a lot of mana, so do they. I get the first crack at cards, which is also nice. If they have a follow-up here, I'm not loving it. They have an Abrade in their deck still, which would be pretty bad for me. On my next turn, I'm just hoping to draw something good, just like most turns. Oh, they exiled Timeless Dragon to Chrome Mox? Well, that can't be good for me. What is this? And to Bring to Light for 4. Jeez. Okay. Are we getting Valky? No, Seasoned Pyromancer? Okay. Territorial Kavu. I can play Kavu. No, and I actually can't block with Vinestalk anymore. Bonnie. Block. Yeah. All right. Well, down a game here. Let's see. Post board. I think I probably want Kosali Pridemage, and I don't know about Sail into the West. Maze of Ith. It doesn't really stop Inferno Titan. It does stop Torsten to some degree. Those are cards I'm considering. I definitely like Fire Covenant. Definitely like Subtlety. I think I still like Jar. I mean, I don't think I can play around Rex Sage. It's just got a bunch of good targets here. Do I want Maze? Kosali Pridemage kills Leyline Binding and Talisman and Chrome Mox, but I already have like and Asika's Chariot, but I have Terra Sunder, Council's Judgment, Cake Command, Pest Infestation, Prismatic Ending, Leyline Binding. I mean, I have a lot. I guess Leyline Binding and Council's Judgment are always just going to be good in this matchup, but yeah, I don't think I want either of those cards. I think we're in. All right, on the play, 2-0, trying to go for round 3 here. What do we have here? Turn 1, Wooded Foothills into Savai Triome. Turn 2, Territorial Kavu is a 5/5. I like that. And, Mac 1. I care about winning these drafts in particular quite a bit, and when people throw down the gauntlet, I love to be able to accept it. And in this particular case, we're going to be 2-1 total in this series of the same squads. So you love to see the dub, though I will try to take this match as well. Okay, land, Mox, go. So I try them. I mean, I really like the domain stuff. I actually find it to be pretty good. And because of Rex Sage, I'm just going to do this. Plus, this attacks for more, and it gets to loot. Boom. Turn 2, Territorial Kavu. Let's get in there. Oh, what do you got end of turn? Seek the Beast. Nice. Exiling 2 forests. All right, so you got 1 land out of it. I'm glad they didn't exile like a land and a play, but it would have been nice if they went like Torsten Inferno Titan or something. Okay. Questing Druid and player land. Oh wow, do they have a tap land they want to play, or a Gruul Turf that playing the land doesn't even hit? I'll take those. On my turn, I'm probably gonna go ahead and loot with one of the land cyclers. Finding a prismatic ending for the Mox Diamond would be awesome here. Yeah, deciding whether to play a tap land or play the land that's going to go away if you don't play it. All right, they're playing the land that would go away. Makes sense. All right, Territorial, Kavu, Seasoned Engineer, nice. This gives it trample and first strike. Well, I don't really need to do that yet. If my opponent wants to chump, I'm fine with that. All right, let's do this. Discard a card. I think I'm discarding Generous Enter Troll. Generous Enter Troll. Probably Troll. Oh, there's Prismatic Ending. Unfortunately, I wanted to hit a land too, so I can't do both, but I think Prismatic Ending is going to be more important. So let's do this. Oh, wow. Actually, oh, I did that. I think, incorrectly. I'm not going to get to Preordain now because I'm going to play Jetmir's Garden. But I think actually what I wanted to do was tap the Savai Triumph and cycle for Savannah off Generous Ent instead. Let's see. Utopia Sprawl on red. All right, and I drew a land, so I'm just going to smash and play Seasoned Dungeoneer, and I don't think I even want to discard here because my hand is good, so I guess I'll exile your land. All right, hit for 5, and it's got to be Dungeoneer here, I would imagine. Oh, a Braid before damage. I like your style. All right, or Lightning Bolt, I guess, same thing, because it puts a counter on the Questing Druid, and then land Seasoned Dungeoneer. But Seasoned Dungeoneer into Feywild Caretaker is a pretty nice curve, especially with a turn 2 Kavu. Here, I have double white. I guess I'll just get another blue in case I want to play like Feywild Caretaker plus Preordain in the same turn if that becomes necessary or something. All right, 5 mana, Nissa. Nissa's good. Can't really attack here, though. If they've got a play off of this like Utopia Sprawled land, it's like high risk, high reward. You get to animate the land with the enchantment on it, so if it dies, it's really bad. But on the plus side, you get to tap it for 3 mana right now, so maybe if you had a 3-drop, you'd want to do that. Dungeoneer can hustle in and just kill Nissa in one shot. Dungeoneer's really, really good. And then I get to play a Feywild Caretaker afterwards. All right, looks like we are. Are we attacking? No. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's red, right? Yeah, so let's go Forge. It's going to be pretty hard to resist attacking Nissa here, though I guess if I miss on land, I don't get to kill Nissa? Huh. Or miss on Explore, rather. I think I'm going to Preordain then. And I just have to leave a spell on top. Oh, this is like the worst case scenario. I have to leave a bad spell on top. Well, I guess I get to... Oh, I messed up. Ugh. Okay. Well, this doesn't cost me. But basically, I was supposed to play the Scion before attacking because this would have Vigilance. That was like kind of what I was thinking in my head. But, oh well. Mill the Talisman. Kill the Nissa. And then play Scion of Draco. And I'm just going to play a tap land here. Pass. Yeah, that was not a good play. I mean, I think it's probably going to be fine. But yeah, now I'm getting abraded. Oh, I guess it didn't matter because they could just abrade it before I attack. So that wasn't the end of the world. All right. Well, I like my spot. I've got a 6/7 Seasoned Dungeoneer against hopefully someone who can't kill it. no white mana right now, and the Parallax Wave is the card I'm worried about. I go to 14. And Cycle Raugrin Triumph. That I feel like that's probably not going to do it. All right, let's go. And now, oh, this is actually kind of nice though. One of the cool little things you can do when you have the initiative creatures is you can like, here I'm going to attack and then take the initiative with Seasoned Dungeoneer. But then I'm going to play Feywild Caretaker and so all of a sudden just go an extra spot down the initiative. It's pretty nice when you can end up doing that. Yeah, I'll mill Avacyn's Pilgrim. And I'm setting up for lethal with Dungeoneer next turn. I mean, this card is ridiculous. All right, and then I guess there's no reason to get Mana Tithed. Trap you down to 3. And then Caretaker, draw a card, make a 1/1. And then on next upkeep, I get to go to the Throne of the Dead 3, put a creature into play, if that is even necessary. All right, here comes Feywild Caretaker. Can't get Mana Tithe, draws me a card. And then I get to, I guess, pass the turn. Maybe if I draw Soul Ring, I could cast it. Draw a card. All right, pass, get a token. And you're at 3 facing down a Seasoned Dungeoneer, and also I have the initiative and have 2 blockers to maintain it. Oh, is this another, I was going to say another removal spell end of turn would be funny, but cycle a Timeless Dragon, and likely this thing gets the job done. Crater Maker. Not quite. Crater Maker the bird, okay. And then they do have 1 ring in their deck, so that could buy them some time. All right, going to game 3 here. No, I don't think I want Lava Dart. March is kind of interesting because it can kill an animated Nissa land, or it can kill like a Utopia Sprawl. They have Chrome and Mox Diamond. Chrome Mox, Mox Diamond. Maybe on the draw I can take out a land because I'm running a little high on lands. Yeah, it surely isn't going to hurt to take out a mountain on the draw. Like I think I don't really see how that could come back to bite me ever. Let's see. Game 3 on the draw. All right. I mean, I don't think I'm supposed to mulligan this hand. It's not the best hand, but it's got Domain. It's got a Prismatic Ending for one of their early plays, and then it's got a Dungeoneer. Oh, Thoughtseize is great. Let's do that. All right. Thoughtseize you. Hand is Abrade, Lightning Bolt. That's the 1 ring, and Bring to Light. Guess I got to take the 1 ring. I could Prismatic Ending it, but the 1 ring is just so good, and I would like to play Dungeoneer on that turn. Oh, well, I do Terra Sunder, but the thing is that's not that bad either, because I think Terra Sunder I'm just going to use to kill whatever he brings to light for, which I think is going to be a Valky, since they do have that combo in deck. All right, and not cycling the Troll, because this actually looks like a hardcast Troll game. I'll play the Jetmir's Garden, I think. I could cycle Jetmir's Garden, but I don't know. It feels like just getting that land into play. Now I have Domain. I could play Savannah Wooded Foothills. Maybe it was actually better to cycle. I don't know. That is close. So let's see. I go Seasoned Dungeoneer, take the initiative. You bring to light for Valky. Minus it on the Dungeoneer. I kill the Valky. I guess that's the plan. Oh, Questing Beast was the draw. Well, in that case, I'm probably just going to kill the Questing Beast on my turn with Prismatic Ending. Let's see, white, blue, red, green. Oh, nope. I did green, red, green. All right. Prismatic Ending the Questing Beast. See if you've got a 5th land for the Bring to Light here. It's actually kind of tricky if you even play the Dungeoneer with Bring to Light there. Oh, head to Chrome Mox to get to the 5th land. Okay. So Chrome Mox is going to exile one of the red spells, most likely. I guess they have 3 spells in hand. Or 4 spells in hand, because we know they'd play a land otherwise. All right, and then Bring to Light. Do they have Valky? Bring to Light for 4. Creature, instant, or sorcery. I mean, if it's not the strongest thing in the world, I can Terra Sunder. I mean, I can Terra Sunder almost anything. If it's not something that's going to defeat me right now, I could maybe play Seasoned Dungeoneer first. But I'm also getting up to Troll. I'm kind of glad I played Jetmir's Garden, because now... Okay, it was Seasoned Pyromancer again. All right, that's fine. Discard and I guess you're discarding 2 spells. Oh, no, it's Forest. Oh, interesting. Huh. Yeah, let's play Dungeoneer and... I guess Godless Shrine. Pick up a blue. Yeah, I have lots of green already. Pass. Hope the Dungeoneer lives, and we're probably hard casting a Troll the turn after here. Not a whole lot else we could do. Opponent's on 3 new cards. Seek the Beast. The Beast has been sought. You hit, well, not the Questing Beast, that I exiled. Mountain and Night of Autumn. That's not so bad. Mountain and play the Knight as a 4/3, I guess, is probably the play if you have nothing else to do. You have Questing Druid too if you want. All right, Night of Autumn. And I imagine the counters are better than the life right here. Yeah. All right. And you could attack to take the initiative. I guess I'm going to block the Elemental token. The reason I'm doing that is the Seasoned Pyro can get flashed back, and I don't really want them to be able to use that next turn if they don't have anything. They do a land. Cool. Let's send with the Seasoned Dungeoneer first. By taking the initiative, though, they saved a lot of damage, because now I am going to forge it, but... And another land. It does mean that they didn't take 2 damage from an extra 2 damage this turn either. All right, land and cast my Troll. New Troll here. All right. And then next turn I've got Terra Sunder. And the way this has gone, I do now regret not cycling my Jetmir's Garden. How much damage do I have next turn? I mean, I have 16 damage next turn, 17 if I explore. Like, if they don't leave 3 blockers back for Troll. So they got to have something good here. Otherwise, they risk just getting toasted. They could attack with both. I'll block Night of Autumn. Take 2 off the Pyromancer, go to 10. They get to go to Forge, maybe. But then I get to attack back. Oh, we're tapping the Ancient Tomb into Eagles of the North. But they can't. And now they have Vigilance, so... Wait, no, they don't get Vigilance. They only get First Strike, so they have to attack with just Night of Autumn. Wow, this is sick. And then I go to 7, but then I win. So that part is nice. And they can Forge now, but I go attack for 16 on my turn. Whew. We got the 3-0 with the 5-color brew. I do like it. I think Domain is a really good archetype in this cube. And this cube being my cube. But you just have to know when to go into it, when to take the Triomes, and picking up Territorial Kavu, Sign of Draco, Leyline Binding, and a couple Triomes, plus just getting to play spells of all 5 colors is pretty nice. So it's Terra Sunder, the Seasoned Pyro. Land. Attack with these 2. Explore. I'll keep Orcish Bowmasters on top. You take 12. And then you take even a little bit more. I could even cast a Fire Covenant, but I don't think I need to do that. And that'll do it. Boom. Go to 3. Go to Trap. And the 3-0, the draft victory, though we'd already locked it up by the time I'd finished that match. And this is really a textbook Domain deck. You've got Scion of Draco, Territorial Kavu, Leyline Binding as direct domain payoffs, and then the payoff of just getting to cast, well, I guess Prismatic Ending kind of a little, getting to just play the good spells you see. You get to take Seasoned Engineer and Pest Infestation, Orcish Bowmasters. And the mana base, 2 land cyclers, 1 fetch land, 2 triomes, and a bunch of duels. Yeah, that I didn't really have too many issues. So, sick deck, sick draft. Very glad to have won that. And that'll do it for today. Appreciate you hanging out, watching me draft Domain. I'll be back tomorrow with either another cube draft or a Murders at Karlov Manor draft. We'll have to see kind of on when the release is. But if that's not tomorrow, tomorrow's a cube draft, and then it's Murders. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.